can I say, oh, do ball, go through. I know you're sweet tonight, boy.
Verse 14. He is the Lord our power. His judgments are in all the earth.
Right. And with that, I'm going to bring up our next powerful speaker.
Right.
Call me a Sharala.
Come here, Sharala. Come here, Sharala.
Come in.
Brothers spoke mighty in the spirit, boy.
That's right.
So mighty in the spirit.
Come on.
All praises. And let me get the book of, because I can see our people, they got a zeal, but not according to knowledge. They say they know the Father, but they don't know how to serve the Father. They don't know what statutes to keep, what laws to keep.
That's right.
And the Lord opened up our eyes to what? To show the people, to be the watchmen, to correct the people, to tell them come out of sin, to spend on the Sabbath day. Serve the Lord with all your heart, mind, and soul. Hey, and love your brothers, yourself.
That's
so let me get the book of Romans, chapter 10. Let me get the book of Romans, chapter 10, verse 2.
Praise God.
So, okay, hold your priest.
Romans.
And 1 Peter 4:4. Yeah, and 1 Peter
Romans 10 and 2.
Bring it out.
For I bear them record that they have a zeal for Yahweh, but not according to knowledge.
So we have a zeal to the Most High, but not according to knowledge. We don't know how to serve the Lord. We
That's
don't know what to do.
right.
We go around like blind men, looking what? For hope, looking for wisdom, searching the streets for wisdom, looking for wisdom.
That's right.
Looking for the watchmen. Hey, if you bump into us, you found the watchman. We'll
That's
show you,
right.
man,
That's right.
The right way, the correct way.
Wake them up.
Read that again for the top king.
Romans 10 and 2.
Right.
For I bear them record
That what?
that they have a zeal for Yahweh.
Brother, you believe in the Lord? You believe in the Lord, brother? I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, I do.
Come.
man.
Because our people got a zeal of knowledge. Read that again, king. 'Cause this is just for you. This is just for you. Come right in the right time.
Romans 10 and 2.
Right.
For I bear them record
That what?
that they have a zeal for Yahweh,
So our people got a zeal for the Most High. They want to
That's
know the
right.
Most High. They want to serve the Most High. But what?
but not according to
But
knowledge.
not according to knowledge. We don't know that today's a Sabbath day. From Friday sunset to Saturday sunset is a Sabbath day. What they do? They have our young brothers playing football on Saturday training, promising them what? That striker, new position to be in a new FIFA, what? Big house, big car, nice wife, everything. But what? To break the laws. On Saturday is the Lord's Sabbath day, a rest day. The Lord loved us so much that he said, look, I'm going to give you a rest day. Why? Because he rested. He made heaven and earth in what? 6 days and rested on the 7th day.
That's right.
So what's your nationality before you go any further? Yeah.
Half African. And half
Where's your father from?
My father's from Albania.
Albania.
Yeah.
Where's Albania?
Europe.
Europe. Where's your mother from?
From Ivory.
From Ivory Coast.
Your father is so-called white man?
He's a white man.
From Eastern Europe.
My mom's a black woman.
Your one's a black one. Where's your... Well, I don't know too much about Albania, like how far the history goes back. If there was Jakes there, because our people are scattered abroad, you never know, innit? Like, how did your father look? Has he got curly hair? Has he got...
My father.
Yeah, where's your father from? 'Cause I don't know the history on Albania, how most people got
I
there.
don't know history. I don't know much of the history.
Have you been there?
Yeah.
And how do the people, is there any like a poor community there that they're always been oppressed or anything like? I'm trying to,
There's a poor community everywhere.
but I mean like there's certain people that are above a certain people. You know, in Italy you got the Italians and you got the Sicilians.
Yeah.
You see what I'm trying to say? And they're more of a lower state people. So I'm trying to get a graph before we kind of get into anything.
Yeah.
There is. Let's try the spirit. Let me get Romans 8 and 16. Let's try the spirit. You never know. We're all scattered abroad. Sisters, come hear the word of the Lord, sisters.
Come to work.
Come under here. It's not raining. Come under here. Don't use excuse, sister. Don't use excuse.
Come on the history.
2 minutes. Come back.
Romans.
Romans
that
8
out.
and
Yeah.
16.
Read.
The Spirit itself bears witness with our
So
spirit.
the spirit itself bears witness with our spirit. We're going to try our spirit now to see if we're one of weak, because we don't go off for color. So spirit. Read.
That we are the children of Yahweh.
We are the children of the Most High.
And if children, then heirs of Yahweh,
Right.
and joint heirs with Amashiach.
Because we have to go through the same thing that Amashek went through. He went through shame, he went through everything. People looking down upon him, people stoning him, everything. Because remember, when you preach the word of the Lord, we're not like the Christian church, you know. They have the big cars and the fancy stuff. People don't like us, you know, because we come and told them the truth. We told them every man should go a bed, women should wear dresses and skirts. This is according to the law. So we're keeping it as perfectly as we can. Every
That's
day
right.
we repent,
Right.
pray,
Brother.
we read everything to make ourselves approved. by the hands of the Most High. That's it, King. So let's get into some laws. We're going to get straight to it, King. Let me get the book of Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. And let me get Exodus 20 and 8.
This is Isaiah chapter 56 verse 2. This is read. Blessed is the man that does this, and the son of man that lay hold on it, that keep the Sabbath from polluting it, and keeping it hand from doing any evil.
Right, so you have to keep our hands from doing any evil. You have to be blessed, correct one another, and live in righteousness, not in scorning and hating a brother. Oh, he's got better trainers than me, or he's got a better car than me. All that stupidness, vanity. We're not into that. We're righteous men seeking righteousness. Because why? We know this world's coming to an end. As you can see on the news, rumors of war. What's going on in, what's that country?
Kyrgyzstan.
Yeah,
Kyrgyzstan.
That country where they invaded the people. Russia invaded the country, or sent troops there, and the people are killing each other. For what? Because of oil price. So we can see the times of the end of the world. All hell's about to break loose. How much movies they make. It's time for us to wake up.
Just to say something on that topic. Basically, you see, Russia and America is in loggerhead right now. So the two of them are playing some chess move. You understand? So man are gonna try to destabilize certain place for Russia get weaker. Instead of make him get stronger, because Kyrgyzstan is a place where Russia get natural gas from. Right? So them are destabilize that right now. For some things start happen bad for the other opponent.
And vice versa. Russia gonna do the same to America or Ukraine, yeah.
Right.
And then China and Taiwan. All these things. What happens in the war? Famine. All hell breaks loose. Then what? Every man for himself. So we're trying to call it the lost sheep of the house of Israel. All things are preordained by the Most High anyway. The Most High controls the kings anyway. So the Lord's calling us to come back now for a certain period of time. We're under grace. What did I say I wanted again? Yeah, let's get into the law. Yeah, come on.
Leviticus 21 and 5. Thou shalt not make baldness upon their head.
So the Most High said, thou shalt not make baldness upon thy head. You shouldn't shave a head bald, right?
Neither shall they shave off the corners of their beard.
And we can't shave off the corner of a beard. What happens if a lion loses his beard? Weak, innit?
That's right.
Straightforward, read.
Nor make any cuttings in their flesh.
The Lord said we can't make any cuttings in our flesh. What do you think cuttings in our flesh modern day? What would that be? Cuttings in our flesh, modern day. Don't focus too much on the cuttings. Tattoos, yeah.
Right.
Tattoos.
He's on fire, man.
Playing upon tables. A lot of people read this and they don't understand what's going on. They don't understand the scriptures. But it's for men to break down, to explain to other brothers where it is. And your spirit will bear witness. Oh, this sounds like that. This sounds like that. All right, that's it on that, King, innit? Let's get let's go into the Sabbath day. As I said, the Sabbath day is from Friday sunset to Saturday sunset. Oh, you got it. Bring that then.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it
holy.
holy.
Today's a Sabbath day. We have to keep it holy. And also remember, because you knew we'll forget. Read.
6 days shall they labor.
So we've got 6 days to do all your happenings, football, YouTube stuff, whatever you want to do, gaming, or however you get paid or whatever. Read.
And do all thy work, right? But the seventh day,
right,
is the Sabbath.
So this is the 7th day. Read.
Of the Lord thy Yahweh.
Right.
In it thou shalt do not any
work. We can't do no work on the Sabbath day. One day. Imagine working every day, 365. That's madness. You're gonna run out of gas in it. So the Lord loved us so much, He gave us one day to rest, the Sabbath day. But they say Sunday's the Sabbath day, but Sunday's the first day of the week when you check your calendar. So there's insight. Even me, I didn't know this. I didn't know that January is not even the beginning of the year. How can it be the beginning of the year if everything's dead? It's a false god they're worshipping called Janus. If you research where January came from. That's why they call them April Fools, the people that still want to celebrate the New Year's in April, the month Abib. It's in the Bible as well. Everything starts new, the spring. Remember, all the trees come back to life. That's the new year. Even the tax, they show you with their wickedness. Right. That's what I realized the other day. Right. The tax year is every April.
Right.
Every April. Wow. But I thought the New Year's. So why come they do the taxes? But it's every year. So why are they doing it from April to April?
God.
Okay, good.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah? So we're giving you some law. Is that grievous to you then? The beard thing and the Sabbath day. Rest in one day.
No.
It's not. It's not grievous. That's what I'm saying. The commandments are not grievous. That's in the scriptures as well. These commandments are easy. We had a young child, a young prince that come up one time. He said, these are not hard. No, these are easy. These are like 9 years old. He come up with his mum and his dad and said, these are easy. You understand? It's something for you to think about and find out, innit? Because there's loads of conspiracy videos coming on. You're going to get your flyer for the YouTube channel. I know you're in a rush, man.
It says 1 John chapter 4 verse 1, beloved,
Right.
believe not every spirit,
Right.
but try the spirit,
So try the
whether
spirit.
they are of God, because many false prophets are gone out
Right.
into the world.
Many false prophets have gone out into the world. Right, brother. Peace and blessings.
Shalom, King.
Shalom. They're trying the spirit, man. And the brother's humble, man. Like us, we're humble brothers, man.
Right.
Wanted to know the truth. I always said when I was young, I always wanted to know the truth, man. I always wanted to know it.
That's
we must
right.
be a people, we're great people, but hey, there must be a curse upon us. I always used to say that, man. Curse. Who was reading? Nathan was reading, didn't he? Finish enough.
Yeah, can't.
There's more. There's more. Bring out the edification. So there's more on that. The Lord made the heaven and earth, 6 days he made it. Let me get 1 Peter 4 and 4.
I'll start.
Let's start where you left off. Where did you get to? I'll just read it from 10. Go.
But the 7th day is the Sabbath day of the Lord thy Yahweh.
Right.
And it thou shalt not do any work.
In it, thou shalt not do any work. You
That's
can't do
right.
any work. Hey, if you forgot to iron your clothes in the Sabbath day, you got to deal with it and come out of crease clothes, man.
That's
you gotta
right.
deal with it.
All right.
Right. You had 6 days to do it. And what? For some reason you didn't get to do it. Hey, that's your fault, man. You got to deal with it, man. Read.
Exactly.
And food as well. If you didn't get to prepare your food or your shopping or whatever, you got to deal with it, man.
That's it.
But hey, you got to use wisdom as well. If your gas is running low and you're on E, hey, we're under grace, innit? Just make sure it don't happen again. That's why
right.
the Lord said, let all things be. Let me get that. 1
Pray
Corinthians
for forgiveness.
14 and 40. Come on, pray for forgiveness. Repent daily, man. 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. Read on, King. Because all things must be done decently in order, man.
Thou not thy son nor thy daughter,
Right.
thy manservant
Right.
nor thy
So
maidservant,
no one in your house should do any work.
That's
Read.
right.
nor thy cattle,
Right.
nor thy stranger
Right.
that is within thy gates.
Hey, because we had servants, man. Abraham had servants. We had servants. We were rich people, man. We had people serving us
Right.
as kings, man.
Can't.
We had servants up on the ground. Hey, read on, King.
For in the 6th day the Lord made heaven and earth, the sea, and all that in them is, and rested the 7th day.
Right.
Wherefore the Lord blessed the Sabbath day
Right.
and hallowed it.
And the Lord hallowed
That's
it,
right.
made it holy, blessed the 7th day, man. How much more his children to rest, man, on the 7th day, the Sabbath day, man.
All right.
That's how much the Lord loved us. So bring that out, King. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 40.
1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 40.
Right.
Let all things be done decently and in
What did the
order.
Lord say?
Let all things be done decently and in order.
All things have to be done decently and in order. Concerning
right.
everything.
Right.
Hey, chiefly for the Sabbath day, man, the high holiest day of the year, man.
Can't.
Every week, we have to make sure everything's done decently and in order concerning the Sabbath day, man.
Teach.
The holiest day, man. Right, so let me get the book of Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17. And let me get 1 Peter 4 and 4. I lost my reading, you see that? Only one left, only one man standing. The last man standing. Diligently, you know.
1 Peter.
1 Peter 4 and 4. And what did I say? Ezekiel 3 and 17. Hey, the word's got to go out, man. Whether it's 10 man or 2 man, the word's still going to go out.
Ezekiel chapter 3 verse 17.
Right.
Son of man, I have made thee a watchman
So
unto the house of
made us
Israel.
a watchman unto the house of Israel. That's what we're calling the lost sheep.
That's
we're calling
right,
them in. We're
that's
calling
right.
them in, man. The house of Israel only, man. Not the other nations, the strangers, as the app brought out in Exodus 28, man. Not the strangers. Read.
Therefore, hear the word
Sister.
of my mouth.
Sister. See that? Read on, King.
Therefore, hear the word of my mouth.
Right.
And give them warning from
And
me.
give what?
And give them warning from me.
Giving the people warning, telling them it's a Sabbath day. Come out, you're spending and you're buying. Repent as an Israelite.
That's right.
Change your ways.
That's
Read.
right.
When I said unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
Right?
And if thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked
So if we don't speak to warn the wicked, what?
from his wicked ways,
Right?
to save his life,
To save his what?
to save his
To
life.
save your life, man. We love you so much to save your life and to get the blood off our hands, man. Because what
Wow.
brother is not going to tell a brother he's about to fall off a cliff, man?
Can't.
If you love his brother, man.
Right.
Read.
The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
The same what?
The same wicked man shall die in his
So the
iniquity.
same wicked man shall die in his sin. Right?
But his blood will I require at thine
See,
hand.
the blood's gonna be on our hand, man. So we gotta warn the people, man. There's no way around that, man. If you love your brother, you're gonna warn your people, your brothers and your sisters, man, to get the blood off your hand, man. Right? Read.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turneth not from his wickedness,
So if you warn the wicked and he turn not from his wickedness, what's gonna happen?
nor from his wicked ways,
Not from his wicked ways.
he shall die in his iniquity.
So he's gonna die in his sin, but what?
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
Well, we delivered our soul, we got the blood off our hands, man.
That's right.
Right? Open rebuke is better than secret love, man.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
Again, when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness
Right?
and commit iniquity,
Right. So if a righteous man turn from his righteousness, he'd be doing righteousness for 20 plus years. He's been in the truth for 20 plus years. They say, you know what, yeah, Hamashaki Awasha is taking too long to come back. Let me jump back out and take a year off. Because I heard something. A brother said, boy, you can work, you can stay in this truth for a matter of 7 years, but you get 1 year Sabbath to take off.
Oh,
And you can jump back into the world,
God.
and then after that year you can jump back. I heard that, you know. I heard that, you know. I can't remember the specific story, but I heard you can spend a certain amount of years in the truth. Then you can take a 1 year Sabbath break.
So he's teaching people to do that.
Boy, that's what I heard, boy. There's a story from someone else that someone else told them, innit? So it's yeah.
That's the wickedness of this world, man.
Come on, man.
Sometimes Jake want to be like, yo, I want to have this right, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I just want to, I miss something.
Yeah.
So I'm going back into Egypt.
Yeah.
Because this place is better near Egypt, man.
Right.
You know?
And it'll be that time that you go back, that's when the Mashiach Yahweh shall come back.
Right.
And you're running for the scriptures. Oh, what happened now? It's Jacob's trouble.
Right.
And oh, it's too late, man. Brothers say, boy, you left us, you know, there's nothing you can do.
Right.
Because, boy, it's too late.
Generation of Korah, man.
So,
We-
that's
we-
right.
We look for loopholes, man.
Loopholes to jump out of it. Or maybe I can heat up my food on the Sabbath day. The Lord will understand. Or maybe I can do this. Or maybe I can do that. I must be able to iron on the Sabbath day. The Lord knows. Hey, you had 6 days to iron your clothes, man. You had
But
6
you're
days to
killing
do everything.
people for picking up sticks.
For picking up sticks. That's why I don't like. Hey, don't let the mercy fool you, and the grace fool you. It's not.
Right.
It's not to be abused.
Incense.
Huh?
What kind of incense are you using?
Frankincense.
We don't use that way I use. I use good incense.
Read on, Keith. Read on.
Come in, man. We're there.
Hear the word. Hear the word. Hear the word.
again, when a righteous man doth turn from his wicked righteousness and commit iniquity,
Right.
and lay a stumbling block before him,
Right.
he shall die, because thou hast not given him warning.
Right. And we
He
die
shall
because you're not giving him warning, man. So you have to warn the people, man. Read.
He shall die in his sin.
You shall what?
He shall die in his
He's gonna
sin,
die in his sin. Read.
and his righteousness which hath done shall not be
For
remembered.
all them years using the truth, it's not going to be remembered. And why you going to take 1 year off, thinking it's a Sabbath day, you can take 1 day off or something?
No.
Even on a Sabbath day, we still go out anyway. It's a rest day on the Sabbath, but you can't
Right.
take 1 year off this truth, man. That's foolishness, man. Folly.
And then you take 1 year off and it turn into 2.
And 1 year of turning 2, and you get comfortable in Babylon. They start smoking and turn mad, man.
Right.
Read. So all that righteousness is going to be what?
Not be
And it
remembered.
won't be remembered. Don't know how much breakdowns you know, how much deep sayings, how much people called in, how much people you told to wake up. The Lord's not going to remember that, man. Why? Because you changed from that. Read.
But his blood will I require at
Sister,
thine
you believe in
hand.
the Lord? Sister, you believe in the Lord? You see that?
Come, sis.
But his what?
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
But his blood will I require at thine hand. Read on.
Nevertheless,
Right.
if thou warn the righteous man
Right.
that the righteous sin is not, and he doeth not sin,
Right.
he shall surely live, because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul.
Thou hast delivered thy soul. You see
That's
that?
right.
Is that in that key? Yes, sir. Alright, cool. Let me get the book of First Peter 4:4. That's why no man should boast in his righteousness.
1 Peter 4 and verse 4.
That was quick.
Wherein they think it strange that thou run not with them
Woo!
to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
Right, so they think it's strange that we don't run to celebrate the New Year. We don't run to celebrate Christmas. We don't run to celebrate birthdays.
That's
we
right.
don't run to celebrate all these days. Hey, they even think it's strange that we're standing up here.
That's right.
Speaking the word of the Lord, man. Thus saith the Lord out of the holy book. They think
Right.
it's strange.
Even
They look at us and think we're strange.
When somebody says Merry Christmas and you don't answer them back, they think that's strange.
Hey, they can go on their way, man, but married. We don't celebrate that folly day, man. Read that again for the top kid. And they think it's strange.
1 Peter 4 and verse 4.
Right.
Wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot,
So they think it's
speaking evil of
strange
you.
that we run not to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you. Think, you know what, Tazaka, yeah, that boy gone funny, you know. And Davar, that boy gone funny, you know. And Lenses, that man gone funny, you know. And Nathan, that man gone funny, you know. The same thing the brother said to the elder, you know. The same thing. Oh, he not like us no more, you know. He keep the Sabbath day holy. Oh, he does this, he does that. He don't spend no money on
Don't hang
Saturday.
out with us no more.
You don't hang out with it no more. You don't party and boogie no more. You don't celebrate the New Year's no more. You don't gather with us for our birthdays no more. Which is fake anyway, because you're going to gather one day out the whole year to give gifts and presents.
That's right.
And blow a candle and say happy birthday.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the year you forget about them. You don't hear
And
about
they
them no
said
more.
the cake is
Yes.
they're doing the moon. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's what
yeah,
it's
yeah.
on, isn't it?
Yeah. They're going into witchcraft, idolatry, and all
Right.
sort of sorceries, man. Blowing a candle
Blowing
and wishing
candles, yeah.
for another year. That means you're worshipping a false god, another idol, man. Read on, King.
You're making yourself an idol.
Was that enough? Yeah. Alright, come on. So let me get. You got a precept? No, I bring up.
Precept.
Uh,
Isaiah 55
yeah,
and verse 6.
Deuteronomy 4:7. Bring up.
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
What the Lord say?
Seek ye the Lord while he may be found.
Seek the Lord while he may be found. He's not going to be forever. You're going to be able to seek the Lord. It's why he may be found. Read.
Call upon him. Call ye upon him while he is near.
Right, we have to call upon the Lord while he is near. Because he's not always going to be near. When the famine
Right.
of the word comes, you're not going to see man like us out here no more. Read.
Right. Let the wicked forsake his ways.
Let the wicked forsake his ways.
Our people, let the wicked of our people forsake their ways. Because you know these other people can't forsake their ways, man. And some of our people have gone astray with the other nations, man.
Right.
What? Looking to seek love, man.
Right.
Don't love their own people, man.
Right.
Want to love the other nations, man. But they would have hanged you in a tree, man. Our people in America getting killed, man. It's not funny, man.
on.
You see that? Read on, King. Man, that's to go man and keep letting him see. Keep saying man. Look, you know.
He
Read.
knows his
Let
name.
the wicked
That's what I
forsake
said.
his
That's
ways.
what I said.
And the unrighteous man his thoughts.
Let the what?
Let the righteous
Forsake his
Let
ways.
the wicked man there forsake his ways. Come out of the woman, man.
Right.
Read
And
on.
the unrighteous man his thoughts.
And the righteous man is, and the unrighteous man is thoughts, or the righteous man.
And the unrighteous man his thoughts.
Right.
And let him return unto the Lord.
Right.
And he will have mercy upon him.
Right. And the Lord will have mercy upon him, man. You turn from your unrighteousness. Read on, King.
And our power, for he will abundantly pardon.
For he will what?
For
he
will abundantly
The
pardon.
Lord will abundantly pardon. The Lord is merciful unto the house of Israel, his chosen, his
That's
inheritance.
right.
Right?
Yeah.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
Yeah. As the axe said before,
Yeah.
our thoughts are not the Lord's thoughts. Sister, come in the word of the Lord, sister.
On the word,
And let's call them in. Let's read on.
Neither your ways, my ways,
And neither
saith
our
the Lord.
ways, the Lord's ways, saith the Lord. So don't think that, my bills are late, or I'm going to get evicted. The Lord will have a way for you.
That's right.
Read.
That's right.
For as heavens are higher than the earth,
Right?
Right.
so are my ways higher than your ways.
So are the Lord's ways higher than our ways, man. How can we think out the Lord's ways, man?
That's
As
right.
I was reading the book of Ezra, man. Ezra want to know everything about the Lord, all about our people, but diligently and humbly.
Right.
That's how we should be, man. We want to know. But then when you find out certain things, you say, boy, it's like I've done this to myself, man, because what? You find out certain things and it troubling, man.
Right.
Right.
See the evil burnt up and the wings and this and that, and he caused certain things to come upon him which were too high for him, man. Read.
And my thoughts are than your thoughts.
And my thoughts, not your thoughts, man. So, hey, all this pestilence and coronavirus and all this poison on the earth, the Lord do it for a reason, man.
That's
to
right.
purge out the wicked, man. To show you who's really going to come out here every week and hold camp and not let their husband, if it's a woman, hold them down, or not let their wife, if it's a man, hold them down, man.
That's right.
You have to come out diligently, man. Hey, you might have to leave your other half, man, if they're not diligently coming out. Read.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 27.
Right.
For evil shall be put out,
Right.
and deceit shall be quenched.
Right.
As for faith, it shall flourish.
Right.
Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth which been so long without fruit shall be declared.
Right. So at the end of the day, man, all these things are going to be declared at the end of the day, man.
That's right.
All this wickedness is going to come to an end, man. Don't think the
right.
wicked man got away with it, man. In the last days, we're going to
Nah,
see, man, all these things come to an end. We're going to see the perdition of man, man. We're going to see all the lies, man.
Right.
Even when this pestilence came upon the earth, man, we saw how unclean this place was, man. They're saying that we're going to start cleaning the poles now. We're going to start cleaning the train stations now. That means they wasn't doing it before. We're going to start washing our hands now. That means they wasn't doing it before, man.
Right.
All them hands shaking we have to do at our jobs at construction sites, man. Shaking another man's hand, you know, deep down he might have not washed his hands in the toilet, you know. Brother Nathan knows, man. We used to go in the toilets here and see the man go to the toilet and just walk out before us. I said, wait, but you coming after us? How you leave before us? Man never wash his hand, man. So it's good, man, that the Lord bring these things upon the earth, man, to show and test people's will, man.
Certain people was doing that anyway.
That's what I'm saying, man.
Come in,
People
brother.
doing that anyway. Brother, we're helping for you, no king.
I'm in the word, brother.
Let me get that in Deuteronomy 4. Brother, I got one scripture for you. One scripture for you. One scripture we got for you.
I'm in the history.
Everyone's in a rush.
It's in the rush.
Bring up.
Deuteronomy 4 and 7.
Right.
For what nation
Right.
is there so great, who have Yahweh so near unto him?
And what nation has the Most High so near unto him, man? Not one nation, only Israel. Yasharallah, read.
As the Lord our God is in all things
Right.
that we call upon him for.
Right.
That's right.
And what nation is there so great that have statutes
we have
and judgments?
statutes and we have judgments, man. These other nations don't know the statutes and judgments, man. They don't know the Lord either, man. Read.
Right. So righteous as all this law,
So righteous as all these law, man.
which I set before you this day.
Which the Lord set before us this day, man. And we have to seek out the book and read, because all things were written for our learning.
That's right.
That's right.
Hey, let me get the book
If you,
of...
hold on, if you get verse 19, the Lord give the other nation all of them there. Same place here.
Deuteronomy 4 and 19. Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto the heavens,
Right.
and when thou seest the sun and the moon and the stars, even all the hosts of heavens, shouldest be driven to worship them
Right.
and serve them, which the Lord thy God hath divided unto all nations under the whole heaven.
So all these nations have their own gods to serve, man. They're all into their history, man. And that's why we're not meant to mix with these other nations, man. You mix with the Moab, yeah, he'll give
Him say, I give them foolishness.
you mix with the Moabite, man, you'll be served.